Through my whole life, I've never seen myself as someone that would need to go to therapy, because I've always had this idea that you only go to a therapist if you have a mental problem or a disorder. But just until recently, I started to think about it from a whole nother perspective.
And if you watch my content that I've been putting out, I'm very interested in working on myself and improving myself, both physically and mentally. And I realized that I'm doing a lot of things to improve my physical health, like working out, taking walks, eating healthy. I mean, I'm trying at least. I also take supplements, etc. But on the other hand, there aren't that many activities I do to improve my mental health. Of course, I get a lot of energy and insights by talking to my girlfriend, friends and family, but I felt like there had to be something more I could do to improve my way of thinking. And if we draw a parallel with working out, the reason why we grow and get stronger when we go to the gym is because we put stress on our muscles. And our mind works the same way. Whenever we learn something new or do something uncomfortable, neurons in the brain start to connect with each other. So that means that our minds grow whenever we meet a new person or do something that challenges our brain. And at that point, it really clicked for me.
And about a month ago, I got in touch with a friend of mine, and he's the co-owner of a company that provides therapy online. So I figured, why not try it out and do some sessions with one of their therapists? And it would only cost me 100 Swedish crowns, which is like $10 US per session. And I was mind blown that I would be able to talk to a therapist for that low cost. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about with a therapist was stress and how to handle it better. So I got in contact with one of their specialists in that area, and we've done 3 sessions so far. At first I was skeptic because it was online and I didn't think I would be able to connect with a person over a 25-minute video call, but the experience was really great. So every week after each session, I get some homework to do and things to think about for the coming week.
Now, it's only been 2 months since I had my first session, but I've already gained new insights and perspectives. So I'm gonna go through the top 3 benefits of going to therapy, and this is just based on my experience, of course. So one of the benefits of the sessions we've had so far is that I get feedback on my thoughts and my ways of thinking. And I really like to structure my days and weeks, and the problems I've had is that I get stressed if things don't go as planned. And that is something we've talked about a lot, which feels great because it really feels like we've identified the problem. The second benefit is that we have sessions bi-weekly, which means that we always follow up on the things we talk about and the action points we come up with. This really helps me to be more consistent because I really want to implement the things we talk about for the long term. And the third and last benefit is that I get insights from a professional about how to tackle situations I have issues with. And I really get actionable advice and techniques that help me to get through these issues that I'm having. And we've only spent around 2 hours total, but it feels like we've gone through a lot of things and come up with many different actions to take, which is really great. And also worth mentioning is that finding the right therapist is really key. I really believe that you need to find someone that suits you and the things you want to talk about. So don't be afraid to try different ones if it doesn't feel right the first few sessions.
So what's the conclusion? Try therapy. It's really not that scary, and you have everything to gain. And you will grow a lot by talking to someone that you haven't met before. And I'm sure that there are things that you think about or that might bother you. And let me tell you, it feels so relieving to just share it with someone else and get new perspectives. Now, if you like this video and want to see more from me, please hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, Much love and happiness. Cheers, guys.